Anambra Police Commander states commitment towards onslaught against kidnappers. NAFDAC threatens to arrest importers, sellers of unbranded cereals. And on the foreign incident, 8 people die in Guinea Oil terminal blast. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. My name is Chidimma Orangwa, and now the news in detail. Apologies for starting behind schedule. Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo says his administration is vigorously pursuing its 5-point agenda to deliver value to the Anambra. Governor Soludo renewed his commitment when he met with political appointees who served in the immediate past administration at the Professor Dora Akunyili Women's Development Center, Oka. Ejike Abana has details.
The governor, who stressed that he was also a former political appointee under the immediate past administration, pointed out that it is not an accident that today Anambra is rated #1 state in the Southeast in ease of doing business ranking. Professor Soludo said that the ideology of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, is deeply rooted in compassion for the people, especially the poor, and in creating a society that carries everyone along. He enumerated efforts of his administration so far to fulfill the manifesto, which includes recruitment of 5,000 teachers and 400 health personnel, ongoing construction of over 400 kilometers of roads, emerging new industrial cities in Oka and Onitsha, among others. Governor Soludo revealed that when he assumed office, retired state civil servants between 2012 and 2018 were still owed their gratuity, explaining that in line with the APGA mantra, his administration is gradually offsetting the backlog. He assured that his government is reordering the priority, squeezing resources to meet up its obligations, and reminded the former appointees that the positions were given to those who truly believe in patriotism, expressing optimism that true believers of the party's ideology would realign to help deliver value to the people in their respective wards.
In all the 326 wards in Anambra, we're building the primary health centers. We've employed over 400 doctors, consultants, and so on. We have doctors, hospitals without doctors, without nurses, and so on. We are now employing another 500 to go into all the health centers in all the wards in Anambra.
Earlier, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim, said that as a former political appointee under the immediate past administration, he attended a reunion meeting and discovered the direction of their discussion, to which he alerted the governor.
With all due respect, because just in 1 week, Mr. Governor, I sent a representative to meet Mr. Governor. And look at an old appointee.
Also speaking, a former member of the National Assembly, Chief Chinedu Obidigwe, described Governor Soludo as a performer, noting that it is not a mistake that he was elected to govern the state, reminding the appointees that they are all part of the movement. Some of the former appointees, Ben Obi and Onyeka Mbaso, said that it was not Governor Soludo's duty to pay them their severance packages, but pleaded for something to be done.
We know Governor
High points of the event was observation of 1 minute silence for former appointees who are no more. Secretary to the state government, Professor Solochukwu Lobelo, Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Ernest Ezajoe, State Chairman of APGA, Chief Ifeatu Obiokoye, Special Advisor to the Governor on Political Matters, Dr. Alex Obiobolu, among others, were also present at the event. From the Professor Dora Akunyili Women's Development Center, Oka, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
The wife of the governor of Anambra State, Mrs. Nanya Soludo, has stressed the need for the restoration of family values and increased awareness on the importance of healthy living. Mrs. Soludo stated this at Anocha Local Government Headquarters, Nene, during the Medina Women Convention of the All Progressives Grand Alliance in the local government area. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye has details.
The convention attracted the Transition Committee Chairman of the Council, Mr. Gerard Ozo, other stakeholders of the party in Anocha, women from the 19 wards that make up the council, as well as many other dignitaries who converged to promote the Onye Ayanawanneya mantra. The Midden Convention had the theme, Role and Importance of Women in Politics. It eschewed women participation and representation in politics as crucial to achieve gender equality, promote inclusive decision-making process, and advance women's rights and interests. The convention raised awareness on the decline in women's electability, with the percentage decreasing speedily, which can be attributed to negligence. The governor's wife, who spoke through the Commissioner for Women Affairs, Mrs. Ifi Obinabo, said it is very important and crucial for the women to engage in regular checks of their health, exercise, and to eat healthy meals.
So when I Omara kwani forza na-ekwu abụrụ ka ọ dị n'obodo anyị na mma. APGA bụ the only political party umbrella, let me use the word umbrella ndị Igbo nwere now. Anyị ga-eji wee sị na anyị ebe a ife a bụ njirimara anyị, and ihe anyị ji wee karịchasị other tribe bụ onye agha na nwanne ya eji malụ ndị Igbo.
An APGA stalwart in Anocha, Chief Inopoch Chekezie, commended the convener of the convention, Lady Ijoma Sonny Ebuna, for gathering the women under the umbrella of APGA to direct and open their eyes to so many things they are ignorant of.
I am now passing Boyke. Makaiya and a meta temper. And we come. Oh, he had what he came me. I have up to my own. Now I go to my. Now for I buy go football. I will never go election. I win for now for Jesus.
Amen. In an address, the convener, Mrs. Sonny Ebuna, who is the APGA Anocha women leader, maintained that women constitute a significant portion of the electorate and play a crucial role in shaping the outcome of elections, adding that women leaders possesses unique perspectives, experiences, and insights that can inform policies and address the specific needs and challenges faced by women in the society.
Thus, the role and importance of women in politics cannot be overstated. Women's participation and representation in politics are crucial for achieving gender equality, promoting inclusive decision-making processes, and advancing women's rights and interests.
In her remark, the wife of the Transition Committee Chairman of Anocha Local Government Area, Mrs. Chiamaka Ozo, challenged the women to embrace the healthy living mantra of Nonye Soludo by immunizing their wards, visiting government hospitals to access the free antenatal and delivery services. The Principal Secretary to the Governor Chukwuma Soludo, Barrister Drake Naneto, represented by Honorable Romanus Ibekwe, and the APGA Anocha Chairman Sir Anthony Ugoji, also attended the event that featured presentation to the Governor's wife, cutting of cake, and other displays. From Anocha Council Headquarters, Nene, Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
The 98th inaugural lecture of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka Professor Nkendelem Eyunonyala says the overbearing interference of government, its regulatory agencies and bodies on the autonomy of universities is the first and most singular factor hampering the development of public university education system in Nigeria. Nonyalo, a professor of industrial sociology and industrial relations, stated this while delivering the lecture he titled From Classroom Teachers and Researchers to Union Activists, The Predicament of Academics in Nigerian Public Universities. Correspondent David Obokwasile reports.
Professor Nonyalo, who is of the Department of Sociology and Anthropology of the Faculty of Social Sciences of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, explained that the practice where Ministries of Education and the National Universities Commission (NUC) determine curriculum benchmark is trained to global standards of the university system, which was designed to be insulated from government control so as to guarantee academic freedom. The University Dawn advocated the review of the mandate of the NUC to give universities independence to determine their content, syllabus, and curriculum without being restrained by the rules of regulation and standardizations. As against the wide criticisms that usually follow when public university lecturers embark on strike actions, Professor Nonyalo also say that the strategy, however, remains the only way to slow the tanking of the public university education system in the country. He said that any milestone that has been recorded so far in the public education system today in Nigeria can be tied in one way or the other to trade unionism. Professor Nonyalo acknowledged that strike actions should be the last resort and should be rarely used, but stated that as well that in a country where leaders rarely find solutions to matters of public concerns until they become matters of industrial disputes, strike actions remain the only way to twist the hands of leaders to take urgent action.
The university as constituted, as created, should be insulated from interference from the government. It should be autonomous. It should enjoy a freedom in terms of academic freedom, what to do, content, curriculum, syllabus. It should not be under, the overbearing of the Ministry of Education or any sort of whatever body. So they should be allowed to develop their own programs.
Later, while decorating the inaugural lecturer with the lecture medal, the Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Charles Esimone, commended Professor Nonyalo for speaking through to power and for profiling important solutions to the challenges facing the university system in Nigeria. Professor Esimone, represented by his Deputy in charge of Academics, Professor Joseph Ikechegolo, explained that the culture of inaugural lectures has been sustained to promote academic and research excellence in the university.
The 98th inaugural lecture, for one good thing, for actually giving us another and a different and a very good perspective of inaugural lecture, that you can also use the experiences that you have passed through in your struggle in the academia to actually give a very colorful and a very stimulating inaugural lecture.
Inaugural lecture, considered as a professorial homily, is a very important milestone in the life of an academic because it marks the celebration of the academic attainments of the lecturer by the university community. From Nnamdi Azikiwe University in Awka, I am David Opkwasi reporting for ABS News.
4 children aged 13, 14, 21, and 21 years were rescued close to Urum, 25 kilometers away from their homes in Achala village in Iguagidi. This followed a distress call by a woman to police at Abagana via a police hotline. The suspected herdsman had abducted 4 children from a family at Achala village in Iguagidi in Jikoka Lucky Government Area of Anambra State. We have details of this report from our studio.
A release by the police public condemned criminal recounted his ordeals in the prison before God came through for him using Ifeoma Mebe, adding that anyone who has God as his life's anchor has nothing to fear. For Evangelist Ijeoma Okoye, those days women have strength to give birth to children but lack the strength to train them properly, and urge them to endeavor to train their children to fulfill their divine purpose. Dr. Ifeoma Okoye, a visually impaired woman, asked parents not to write off their physically challenged children, rather to encourage and support them, noting that such people can turn out to be light in their families, even as she called on individuals, groups, and governments to stop giving fishes to the physically challenged persons, but to teach them how to fish. Others who spoke during the event were Dr. Chinasa Eze of Jere Eye Clinic, Oka, Reverend Father Ositademma Amakeze of St. Matthew's Catholic Church, Amobia, the President, Catholic Women Organization of the Church, Mrs. Njideka Obuogo, and Mr. Vincent Afoka. Distribution of free eyeglasses, corticals, medical treatments, sharing of clothes, cooked foods, and dance featured during the Christmas party.
Still to come on the news this morning, NAFDAC threatens to arrest importers, sellers of unbranded steroids. 8 people died in Guinea oil terminal blast. Remember that Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy, and promotion of Kel Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. The news returns in a moment. Join us again.
Milo 3-in-1 Milky and Creamy is truly milky and contains calcium. No need to add milk for that rich, creamy cup, which helps to nourish and energize your kids. Milo.
This is ABS, Heartbeat of the East.
The new Milo 3-in-1 Milky and Creamy is truly milky and contains calcium. No need to add milk for that rich, creamy cup, which helps to nourish and energize your kids.
Welcome back. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, said it would arrest importers and sellers of unbranded cereals and other food items of industrialized sizes in the open market. The agency expressed strong disapproval, stating that some manufacturers and their suppliers have been discovered engaging in the importation of approved bulk food items, which subsequently make their way into open markets. The agency observed that this practice could originate either from the manufacturing plant or their suppliers, posing health hazards to unsuspecting consumers due to the dispensing method in unsanitary conditions. The traditional ruler of Omo community in Yamelum local government area of Anambra State, Igwe Chris Chidume, has suggested reformation of the administrative structure of the country in such a way that states are allowed to manage their resources. To effectively manage the prevalent insecurities in Nigeria, the Omo monarch equally recommended to the federal government to decentralize the Nigeria police force to allow each state police itself. Joseph Ebocha has details.
Igwe Chidume, who made the recommendations at his 2023 Ofala Festival, explained that granting autonomy and implementing state police will help secure resources and foster state development, thereby contributing to the overall progress and prosperity of the nation. He applauded Governor Chukwuma Soludo for his strides in education, adding that his royal cabinet has taken measures to ensure that the free education project of the Soludo administration is extended to every child in Omo community. Igwe Chidume called on the state government to remember Omo and Ayamelum in the ongoing road construction projects in the state, adding that Ayamelum people will be completely cut off if nothing is urgently done in the next rainy season, as he noted that the federal road of Isugbe, Otuocha, Omo Adani Road has collapsed.
The governor has done wonderfully well there. We also raised a committee that will make sure that every child born in Omo goes to school as a collector. The general security challenges, we recommend that the federal government to consider the division of powers where you have state police. If you enthrone state police, it will go a long way in checkmating the excesses of those that have formed pseudo armies.
Anambra State Commissioner for Culture, Tourism and Entertainment, Comrade Don Onyenji, who was among dignitaries that attended the event that featured conferment of chieftaincy titles on deserving individuals, said the state government is ever ready to support promotion of Igbo language and culture.
I want to congratulate Igwe on this occasion. It's a very beautiful one, and of course his personality, his humility, his strength of industry, and his capacity, everything. It's inclusive, celebration. You can see the people, the local people, the Omo people are happy, dancing, eating, celebrating. This is the sense of culture. It's all about the people's way of life. So it's beautiful, and this is our export.
From Omo in Ayamelu local government area, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.
And that's just about it on the news this morning. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any parts of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on X at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log onto our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main points again. Governor Soludo has reassured of prudent management of state resources to achieve set goals. Anambra Police Command has restated commitment towards onslaught against kidnappers. NAFDAC has threatened to arrest importers, sellers of unbranded cereals. 8 people have died in a Guinea oil terminal blast. To end the news, there is a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra state economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the tax ahead. And that's it on the news this morning. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Chidimma Orangwa. Good morning.